Hey, I'm Jordayy Greg. I live in Howrah. I'm 15, go to Clarence High School, grade 10. I've always been really self-independent with beatboxing. I learn for myself, I do everything for myself. And I had the basic beat and the basic techniques of what to do before I started to look up YouTube videos and stuff like that. But YouTube videos does actually show you how to do different sounds. So it's really funny, I'll be on the computer just going like and doing all these fart noises in my mouth, and Mum would be going, Jordayy, what the so it is kind of hard to retrain what you've actually learned from a little kid, it would be. And finally getting that feeling when you learn it and you've conquered it and you can do it casually is the coolest thing. Basically the kick drum or the bass drum is B, except you pronounce it B, okay? It's really forced like, and that gives the impression of a bass drum. The hi-hats for me is like tongue to the top of your mouth, like and snare drum is, it's kind of hard to explain. It's like I'm pushing out the air from my mouth into the sides, on both sides, and go. And there's other techniques like the push snare, I think it's called, where you go. It's like a cross between the bass and the p noise, so let the air out. And all together, it's really hard, but at the same time, it's really cool. Like, and that's kind of when you get that basic momentum and being able to go for like, say, half an hour of just doing that, you know you're good. You know you've got it. So then you start adding in things like scratches, like it's kind of like a maraca, and that adds onto the hi-hat. So it's like, and you can just go crazy with that, like. And probably the coolest thing I've ever learned would have to be this. It's like a hand movement, like that, and it adds another scratch. And it actually sounds like you're on like a DJ set, and it's so cool when you put into a beat, like. And that's awesome. And the techniques just fly and fly, and you get so many, it's awesome. That's why I love beatboxing actually, because it's not something you can read off a book, and it's not something people say this is the correct way. You cannot learn to beatbox, you simply beatbox. There's no step 101. You can't look up on the internet and go, oh okay, I know how to do that now, and then replicate it. It's self-taught, you do it all by yourself. And that's the cool thing about getting a challenge, it's really empowering.